Hi, Karimi here. This is Just a Mom. Now, it's interesting that just a mom is a sentence that makes me laugh now, but 2 years ago, and actually over the last 2 years, it's something that has caused me a lot of pain because whenever I go for social functions or when I even meet up with my friends, the question is always, you're just a mom, you're just at home. It's like people believe that being at home with your child is the lowest job that you can choose to do, which made me really sad. It's something that I had to struggle with. It's something that actually made me withdraw from a lot of my friends or from, social activities completely. I only stayed around people who actually understood the journey that I had chosen to take. So the reason I chose to be a stay-at-home mom is because when my 20s were quite dramatic. That's something I'll talk about in another video. But as I continued to grow more mature and as I continued to grow closer to God, I felt strongly in my heart that one day in the future, I would be a stay-at-home mom, that I would actually be the parent who's at home raising our children. Note, I didn't have a husband. I didn't even have a boyfriend who wanted to marry me at the time, but it's something I strongly felt that God wanted me to do. So when I met my husband now, fast forward years later after I met my husband, he was in the same thought process, and it made me actually feel confident and affirmed that the ideas in my head were not crazy. I had never felt drawn to a career in the corporate world. I was working and I had a good job and I had good money, and to more or less I was an independent woman. I was paying my own bills, living in my own place with my sister, and I was paying bills, and I loved the independence that came with it. Fast forward years later after we got married and I got pregnant, it was hard. I knew God wanted me to do it, but it was still a difficult thing to do. And so I stepped out of employment and I became a stay-at-home mom. And 2 years later, I'm still here. It's been quite a journey, and I'll be sharing that with you. But one thing I'd like to say as we end this video, don't judge people's journeys. If you do not understand it, just support them. You might think that being just a mom is nothing, but it's actually something that someone has chosen. It's a journey they have chosen to follow. And since you may not understand it because you choose to be a career woman or a working mother, which is amazing, that's your journey. Support other people's journeys. Try and understand where they're coming from, so that way, as women, we'll be able to work with each other through these journeys of life. So from my heart to yours, this is Just a Mom.